What's up, English classes? It's Mr. Arresto. I want to start by saying I hope that everyone is safe and healthy right now, and that you and your families remain healthy throughout the duration of this break. The purpose of this video is to let you know what we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks for English class. Everything I give in this video will be on the class website, so you can go there in case you miss anything. But what we will be doing over the next couple of weeks is an independent reading unit. We were originally going to do this in May, but figure we can do it right now because it does fit nicely with the schedule that we have. So what does independent reading mean? Independent reading is you get to choose the book. So whereas with Harry Potter, I gave everybody in the class as Harry Potter and everybody's reading the same book. Independent reading, we could have every student reading a different book. So I'll give you a couple of tips for that. Because for some people right away, they'll say, oh, awesome, I've been wanting to read this book. Whereas other people are like, how do I choose a book? I don't know how to do that. Okay. If you go to the class website, you'll see a couple of different links. The first link is Teen Lit Rocks, and it just gives a bunch of recommendation for teenagers like you guys. The second one is Goodreads. If you've never used or seen Goodreads, it's great. What you'll do is you can input a bunch of books that you've read before, you give them ratings, and then based on what you like or dislike, Goodreads will give you suggestions on what you should read. You can also link up with your friends there so you can see what your friends are reading. So for example, this morning I got a notice that told me what Miss Zambori just finished reading. So it's pretty cool when you link up with your friends to see what they're reading and you get some ideas of what to read through Goodreads. The last one is YALSA, which is the Young Adult Library Service. And that is also geared towards kids your age, and it will give you some suggestions that you might like. Some suggestions from me: if you've never read the Harry Potter series, it might be a good time to start the second book, and that's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I found a PDF version online, so you wouldn't have to go out, you wouldn't have to buy it on Amazon. You can just read it all online. Okay, so if you've never read Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets and you liked the Sorcerer's Stone, probably a really good time to start that one. Last suggestion is the school-wide community read. Refugee won that, and I put a link on the website to Amazon. New copies going for a little under $10, but they also have used copies for about $3 with shipping if you're interested in taking part in the school-wide community read. The beauty of independent reading, though, is that if those things don't interest you, you just find something that does interest you, okay? If you don't like fantasy or sci-fi, don't choose a fantasy or sci-fi book. Go with your interests and start from there. Another suggestion is to just go to Amazon. And that's what I do a lot, is I'll just change the drop down to books and I'll type in some of my interests. And then they give me some good suggestions. And what's great about Amazon is that usually you can click on the book and you'll see at the top it says, look inside. And you can usually read the first chapter or two in a lot of the books there, so you can get a sense right away, ooh, I like this, or nah, this isn't for me. Okay, and if your parents will allow it, then you can just buy the book from Amazon and it'll get to you by tomorrow or the day after that. Okay. In terms of what we're doing here, please don't choose a novel that you've already read in the past. Will I know? No, I don't know what books all of you have read before. But, this is honor system here. So please choose something that you've never read before. Also, I want you to choose something that's at or even above your grade level. Okay, I want you to challenge yourself. I don't want any Dr. Seuss books or any books that you can just knock off in 20 minutes. There shouldn't be pictures or pop-ups or things like that. Okay, you're choosing a novel. It should be a couple of hundred pages, a real book. Challenge yourselves here. Once you've selected a book, what I want you to do is send me a direct message through Remind to let me know what you've chosen. I just want to get an idea of what you guys are reading. So tell me what the name of the book is, who the author is, and then just a sentence or two. Why'd you choose this book? What was it about this book that made you say, yeah, you know what, this is what I want to read right now? Okay, so that might be some point today, might be some point tomorrow, but the sooner you get this taken care of, the sooner you can get to the writing portion of it, which is going to be 10 questions that you're going to answer. I've uploaded a series of 30 questions onto the class website. And what you're going to do is choose any 10 of those questions that you want to answer. All right. So some of the questions are designed to be answered as you're reading the book, whereas some of the questions will be answered at the end of the book. What I'll recommend is try and do a good mix so you don't have to just do 10 questions all the way at the end. And for each one that you answer, it should be a short paragraph, not using the hamburger, just, short paragraphs, 3, 4, 5 sentence paragraphs for each one. And if you have access to your computers and they're working, please type the answers because eventually, you'll be submitting this. And, if you use Google Docs, you can just click that share button at the end of the unit. If you use Microsoft Word, you can email it as an attachment. But yes, please, as long as your computers are in working order, please type these answers up and don't just handwrite them. Probably makes sense to try and answer about a question a day. Governor just actually extended the break here. We're going to be off until at least April 1st. So it's about 2 weeks from tomorrow, I believe. So if you answer a question a day, that's no problem. I'll also recommend the same for whatever book you choose, kind of setting up a reading schedule for yourself. Take a look at how many chapters you've got. Okay, so for example, I'm going to be doing it too. I'm going to read The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. And I saw that there are, what do we got? I see that there's 23 chapters in it. So we've got 14 days, 23 chapters. If I do 2 chapters a day, okay, I'll finish this up no problem by the time we go back. What you don't want to do is hold off until March 30th, and now you got 23 chapters to read in 2 days and 10 questions to answer. All right? There's a lot of time to kill right now. So try and set aside, about a half hour a day just for reading and answering some questions. And then this will just go very quickly. Next thing you know, you'll be done with it. All right, just like we did with Harry Potter, where we were banging out basically three chapters every 3 days. And we were done reading a 275-page book in a little over 2 weeks. Okay, so when you break it up into chunks like that, it becomes very easy. We don't want to add any extra anxiety at this time in our lives. So a couple chapters a day, and it's no big deal. Okay, what else? Just checking here, make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, at this point, everything is on the class website. Okay, if you have any questions for me for this project, please do not hesitate to send a direct message to me or send me an email. The email address is on the class website. So, if you have any questions, reach out to me. So let me know how it's going. Like I said, once you figure out what book you're going to read, send me a direct message to remind with the name of the book, the name of the author, and why'd you choose this book. All right, and we'll go from there. And I'll send out little reminds every day or so. Hey, did you do your reading today? Or hey, have you answered any questions yet? Let's not wait till the end. But really, everything for the next 2 weeks is on the class website right now. All right, guys, so any questions, reach out to me. Be well. Again, stay safe, stay healthy. Talk to you soon.